Before we turn the page to 2026, we need to relive the chapters that shook everything in 2025. Today, on a very special Locked On A's Year in Review.
You are Locked On A's, your daily podcast on the Athletics, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Welcome to Locked On A's, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, now the #1 sports podcast network. My name is Booney, one name, all passion, no sugarcoating. I'm a lifelong A's fan who has spent the past season covering this team every single day with post-game breakdowns, prospect deep dives, roster decisions, and all the chaos in between. And in the offseason, yes, we are still covering the A's every single day. Welcome to Locked On A's, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. We are your team, your A's, every single day. And today's episode is brought to you in part by FanDuel. If you want to be right in the middle of the action this season, visit FanDuel.com and place your NFL live bets all season long. Well, guys, it's another year in the books. Almost. Another chapter written in permanent ink for the A's. And as the calendar flips, this isn't just a goodbye to a year. It's a rewind on a full-blown roller coaster of a year. This was the year where nothing stayed quiet. The year where the A's left one chapter behind, planted themselves in Sacramento, and stared straight into the future in Vegas. The year where emotions ran hot, timelines collided, and every single day felt like it mattered more than the last. We argued, we celebrated, we yelled, we laughed, we disagreed loudly, and we showed up anyway. This wasn't a smooth year. It wasn't a clean year, but it was a very, very real year. Tonight is the full rewind, the stadium debates, the financing questions, the quote-unquote, is this actually happening moments, the wins that felt bigger than the box scores, and the losses that felt heavier than they should have. 2025 gave us belief, frustration, growth, and reminders that building something real is never comfortable. Throughout this show, you will hear it all. Clips from past episodes, raw reactions in real time, moments that aged well, and some that aged like milk. This is the year that tested patience, loyalty, and sanity, and somehow made the A's story louder than ever. Happy New Year's, everybody. Let's run it back one more time. Enjoy.
What did I just witness? Kyle Stowers, a 2-out
I'm absolutely
walk-off
stunned
grand
right
slam. What's up, guys? It's Jeremiah Geiger from Locked On Marlins.
Booney from Locked On
Against
A's.
Mason Miller, the best closer, one of the best closers in baseball.
Marlins
the Marlins
score
with 2 outs
5 and
never die.
Mason Miller,
They load the bases, and Kyle Stowers sends everybody home happy with a walk-off grand slam. What just happened?
I don't know what to say.
Max Meyer got the start.
He
got roughed up. 10 hits. Gave up 3 homers.
Sure, Jeremiah.
And that was going to be the story of the game.
I'm Locked On Marlins.
Bad start for Max Meyer. The A's were ahead pretty comfortably. The Marlins battled back. They never quit.
Yeah.
And in this 9th inning, the Marlins just walk it off. I'm in shock.
For a long
Kyle Stowers, 2 home runs today. He's absolutely on fire. Let's go fish.
Wow. I don't really know what to say. That was an absolute instant classic. Let's get into it. Oh my God, guys. Wow. What a win, man. It was really a hell of a game, though. Overall, it was really a hell of a game when you really look at it. I mean, unbelievable. From the get-go, right? Jesus. Severino gave up a 4-run third, I believe, and settled down. I believe he retired 10 in a row, and then they score 4 with just single. Then we come back. We tie the game at 4. Soderstrom with the bomb. Then we get everything going with 2 outs. Oh my God, man. Yeah. What a win. I mean, I am ecstatic right now. Woo! Oh, we needed that win, guys. For me, it's one of the best regular season games I've seen in a long time. I thought the game was phenomenal. The ways the A's stepped ahead 2-0, Mariners come back 4-2, A's come back 5-4, Mariners 5-5, then 6-5, A's tie it at 6, win it 7-6. There was so many twists to this game, man. So many twists. That was fun, man. That was a lot of fun. Great game. Hey, listen, it's us against the world, man. There ain't a lot of A's rolled into Dodger Stadium with nothing but grit, guts, and a few guys casual fans have never heard of. This is Booney from Locked On A's, and Jacob Wilson led the charge with an unforgettable 4-hit night, including 2 no-doubt homers that had LA fans heading for the exits before the 7th-inning stretch. Wilson looked like a superstar in a lineup full of underdog swagger. Nick Kurtz, he picked a hell of a night to hit his first career bomb, an opposite field shot. Meanwhile, Jeffrey Springs, well, he made Eddie Harris from the movie Major League look like a fireballer who threw jalapeno ball after jalapeno ball, slicing through the Dodgers lineup, 7 innings, 1 run, 0 fear. Springs made MVPs look like call-ups and gave the A's bullpen a night off. The A's just walked into one of baseball's most hyped ballparks, and let's just say, lights, camera. This is Booney now from Locked On A's, and well, the A's came in hot with bats ablaze, a ragtag crew, and neon haze. We thought we'd stun the Chavez crowd. Instead, they made our bullpen bow. First inning, May just gave up 3, but it's fine. We fight. We're scrappy, free. Then came the 4th. Then came the flood. Dodger bats drank our blood. Mookie hit one to Reseda. Freddie danced like a ballerina. Our fans, just 30 in the crowd. One guy wore a Cell shirt, loud and proud. Another yelled, "Viva Las Vegas," from the crowd. And as the Dodgers dropped double digits on our dome, we quietly Googled cheap flights home. So we lick our wounds, we mem our pain, we take our shot in sun or rain. One day we'll win, one day they'll cry. Till then, we drink and ask God why. Well, another beat down tonight in San Francisco. This is Booney from Locked On A's, and this is getting real old. I look forward to watching the A's all day long. And for the last 3 days, it's been beat down after beat down after beat down. Today, Wilmer Flores, grand slam, 3-run bomb, solo bomb. You got it right. 3 bombs for Wilmer Flores as again, the A's pitching absolutely implodes. 9-1 today. I don't even want to add up the totals for the last 3 days. I mean, when we lose, we make sure we lose. I mean, come on, fellas. I'm getting tired, man. Real tired. Every day. I don't have much else for you. I mean, I really don't. I can't lie and tell you something interesting. Just another old-fashioned beatdown, and I'm starting to get real tired of it. Because let's be real, this team has lost 10 straight, and it's just not about the box score anymore. It's about what's missing underneath. There's no soul right now, no fire, no identity. The bats go quiet, the bullpen crumbles, and nobody looks like they are fighting for each other. It's just not losing, guys. It's lifeless, and that's the part that stings. This isn't about talent anymore. The talent's there, no question. It's about chemistry. It's about pride. Playing with some heart. If you are frustrated, good, you should be. Does Mark Kotze even understand what the problem is? Because from the outside, it doesn't look like he does. This team isn't just losing, it's flatlining. There's no urgency. There's no accountability and no adjustments. The same lifeless at-bats, the same bullpen misfires, and the same post-game cliches. Kotsay keeps saying the effort is there, but effort without results is just noise. And if you really look closely, is the effort really there? At some point, the manager has to light a fire, not just manage the smoke. And right now, it feels like he's watching the house burn down with a garden hose in his hand. Not one, not two, not three, but was last night one of the greatest one-game performances in MLB history? Nick Kurtz last night. You can remember on Thursday, he was 3 for 5. The first at bat he had last night lined a single to left field. I said to myself, this guy is unbelievable. Since the Toronto series, he has gone 25 for 42. That's a .595 average. 16 runs, 8 doubles, 8 bombs, 18 RBIs. So when he had that single, and I'm like, this guy is on an absolute tear. We had the next at bat where he should have had his first home run. Missed it by just a few feet. I couldn't believe it. Then to see 3 more bombs? Fridays already feel different during basketball season, and FanDuel is making them even better. Every Friday night before the games tip off, FanDuel gives fans a new way to kick off the weekend with NBA Happy Hour. NBA Happy Hour is your official pregame, a limited time window where special offers drop right inside the FanDuel app before the action starts. Fridays from 6 to 7:30 Eastern have become appointment viewing with NBA Happy Hour. Opening the FanDuel app during Happy Hour always brings something new. Boosts, bonuses, and surprises. It's easy to check the weekly special before tip-off and make a move before the window closes. The timing is perfect. Right before the games, right before the weekend starts. It adds extra energy to Friday night basketball without overthinking it. So before tip-off, check the FanDuel app and see what's dropping during NBA Happy Hour from Friday to 6 to 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. A little basketball, a little action, and a whole lot of Friday energy. That's NBA Happy Hour, only on FanDuel, the official sportsbook partner of the NBA. Thank you for making Locked On A's your first listen of the day, and thank you for making Locked On the #1 sports podcast network. You already live your team every day. Now take it up a level and go ad-free. Join the Everydayer Club today and get Locked On A's with no interruptions, members-only Discord access, and more, all for just $5 a month or $50 a year. Go to lockedona's.supercast.com or check the link in the show notes to learn more.
We have the Vegas fiasco.
Let's talk about that. What fiasco are you guys making up here? I want to talk about that. Everything you guys talk about is based on
you guys.
It is
the people who are looking at this situation with any sort of clarity. They built a sandbox a couple weeks ago and they dug shovels in there. Are they building anything in Las Vegas right now?
Absolutely. We're building stuff. They're grading the ground. We started the construction. What are you?
No, sorry, Booty. I know you're kidding. I'm going to ask it again, though. I want you to be serious.
Hang on a second.
Are they building anything in Las Vegas?
Your narrative for 2 years, year and a half, has been wrong, time in and time out.
One thing I've said wrong. Tell me one thing I've said wrong. One thing. I will Venmo you. I will Venmo you $50 right now if you can tell me one thing I've said wrong about this situation.
They have the money.
I got my Venmo right here. Got my Venmo right here. What have I said?
Has the money. You want me to break down where he's getting the money? How he has the money?
Yes. Oh wait, hold on. This is breaking news because this has not been reported until right now. Where is the money?
You do realize he got approved by the bank, right? That's a big deal. That is a big deal. The banks looked over every financial from him.
So I'm right.
Brothers.
So I'm right.
What are you talking about?
He
You're right.
doesn't
From the
have
very
the money.
beginning, it was his family. From the very beginning, it was his family. I just broke down every single nickel.
No, you didn't.
Oh
no,
my
you
God.
didn't.
Let's
You
break this down.
if he does this. No fact begins with if.
This is where he had. So you're saying he has the money, but is not willing to.
I say he doesn't have the money.
Okay,
here's the second question. Here's the second question. How much does the stadium cost now?
$2 billion.
And where do you know? How do you know that? Why are other construction jobs
How much do
being
you
stopped?
say? How much do you say it cost?
Rudy, can I finish a sentence when
Yes,
you
sir.
keep saying I'm wrong and I've been 100% right on everything about this?
Right. Not one time.
Right? The weird world you're living in. They are stopping, and before you say something else that's factually incorrect, let me finish a thought. And
Tell me
I'll
one
be
number that's factually incorrect. I want to know.
that we don't know what it costs.
Okay, that's okay. I agree with you that we don't know. No one knows what it's going to end up costing. Once he said the family, it changed. It's a no-brainer. It's math, and for some reason, you and the rest of the narrative
Stop that immediately.
to look at that.
I'll leave if you're trying to make me out like I'm making stuff up. Okay.
No, I'm not saying you're making stuff up. I'm saying you don't look at the math about it.
You don't know what the math about it is. You admitted that.
I did not. I don't know what the
What
final number is going to be.
What does it cost?
Has the
What does
money.
it cost? What is the final cost of the stadium?
No one knows. We will never
Exactly.
know until it's done. Just like if you build a wing to your
And
house,
why-
you don't know the final cost until it's done.
Booney, you're just being loud at this point. The Vegas Stadium will be built. I do. I think it is going to be at least 5 years from now. At least. There's no way. There's a better chance they're playing in Philadelphia than in Las Vegas in 2028.
What
They're
makes
clearly-
you think it's going to take 5 years?
Well, it's because I'm giving wiggle room. It's going to be easily 4. I mean, obviously it's going to be 4. I mean, there's not a rational human being who thinks this is going to be ready by 2028.
I think it's going to be
Because they have. All right, you know what? Mark the time and date. I'll bet you $100 right now. Are you on the Fisher payroll right now?
You guys leave a lot of stuff out of your narrative. You guys all do. What
right.
you guys have said has been false, it has been flagrant, and it has been lies. That's all I'll get at right now. It has been so bad.
All right.
Attention class, take your seats. The syllabus today is a master class in how to finance a $2.3 billion stadium, and I am Professor Booney. You didn't know you knew. Let's cut through the noise. There's been a lot of loud, clueless chatter lately claiming John Fisher doesn't have the cash to cover his end of the A's new Las Vegas stadium. The talking heads are suddenly experts in billion-dollar finance because they read a headline about a $2 billion price tag. They saw the words investor surge and assumed that meant Fisher's broke. Dude, critics act like Fisher's inventing some new model. It's not. This mirrors how every modern stadium is financed. Private capital, public contribution, bank loans, corporate partnerships, and layered equity. Fisher isn't flying blind. He's playing the same game owners from Jerry Jones to Steve Ballmer already mastered. If anything, he's late to the party. Stay in your lane. You stick to sitcom hot takes and retweeting sarcasm. Because while you're all busy guessing, Fisher already showed us his work to Goldman Sachs, US Bank, and the Las Vegas Stadium Authority. And guess what? They gave him an A. Oh, and for those now pivoting to but he'll be broke after. Well, define broke. After all this, the three Fisher brothers will still control around $3 billion of wealth, not counting any of the assets that are not liquid. But hey, you're right. They might have to sell a boat. We can't.
Right.
And let me leave you with this nugget. You don't draw down money until you absolutely need to. You know why? Because you don't pay interest until you have to. That's not a rich guy thing. That's a smart thing. Whether you are a billionaire, a millionaire, a thousandaire, or a dollaraire. Any more questions? Class dismissed.
Now, smartly, as I said to you on the phone, David did a genius thing. He worked with Nancy Skinner and Libby Schaaf, and they created two pieces of legislation. The most important one was SB 293 Skinner. Now, when you do that, the first thing you're supposed to do is call the county of Alameda and set up a meeting, because why? You are going to be using tax money that they are responsible for doling out or administering for your redevelopment project, or you got to get meetings, you got to get their input. They didn't do that. Talking about Libby, Betsy Lake, who is the assistant city administrator in charge of the project. They brought on Marley Mayburn later, but she had no idea how to do redevelopment at all, okay? They didn't do any of that until Rob Manfred, May 27th of 2021, said, hey, you know what? We're behind the 8 ball. We're going to start taking a look at Las Vegas. And then Libby put out a press release saying, well, we're going to start meeting with the county of Alameda. And I'm thinking, you didn't do anything all this time? Absolutely ridiculous. You have this situation where Libby, Oakland Mayor Libby Schaaf, and the great California Senator Nancy Skinner joined with Dave Caldwell to get SB 293 Skinner passed, and they don't use it? And then get this, here's the kicker, my friend. April of 2023, on the same month that the Nevada legislature approved the Athletics to relocate, guess what's buried under the database of the Athletic publication?
What's that?
An incomplete draft infrastructure financing plan for Howard Terminal done by Century Urban, who finally got their numbers right, because I pointed out how they were wrong the first time, and said that there was going to be a subsidy of $2.5 billion. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. $2.5 billion after Molly Mayburn gets up on 2021 and says, well, we're only looking at $400 million. And I said, that's wrong. And I tried to tell Lauren Taylor that, and he goes, well, it's right. And I said, why? He says, well, the consultant, we have the consultant. I said, the consultant has 8 years of experience. I have 37.
Right.
I'll take mine over that any day.
Yeah.
I mean, give me a break with this stuff.
Oh, man.
And what I hate is that the fans normalize government stupidity.
How about the lease negotiation? Remember the lease negotiation before the A's announced they were going to Sacramento? First off, let's talk rent. The A's paid a laughable $1.25 million annually to squat at the Coliseum, which doesn't even include operating costs that run upward of $15 million a year. Mayor Tao reportedly offered a short-term lease extension for 2025 to 2027, but with a twist. Higher rent, and get this, the A's giving up their team name to Oakland. Yes, she's asking John Fisher to hand over the Athletics. That's a bold move, Tao. I mean, Tao thought she had pocket aces when in fact she had 2 7-offs. But let's cut through all the nonsense. The idea that the Oakland A's earnestly tried to stay in Oakland is a myth. And the claim that the city did everything in its power to retain them is equally suspect. The truth is messier, less flattering, and far more damning for both sides. Let's not mince words here. The Oakland A's have always been the third wheel in the East Bay sports scene, a perpetual afterthought in a love triangle that included the Raiders and Warriors. And while the A's have been the last to leave the Coliseum complex, their long tenure is less a badge of honor and more a grim reminder of how little they have been prioritized. If you're looking for examples of Oakland fighting tooth and nail to keep the A's, you'll be searching for a while. Sure, there were efforts, if you call them that, to keep the A's within city limits. But let's be honest, they were mostly symbolic gestures, half-hearted at best. The city council might as well have sent a Hallmark card that read, "We'd love for you to stay, but we're not going to try too hard." Take the Howard Terminal project, for instance. The A's pitched a bold vision for a waterfront ballpark that promised to revitalize downtown Oakland. But when push came to shove, the city council couldn't even vote on the A's actual proposal. Instead, they voted on their own version of the plan, a plan that was dead on arrival. It was like inviting someone to dinner and then serving them a meal they didn't order. And let's not forget about the infamous parking revenue spat with the Coliseum's governing body. The A's accused them of extorting parking revenue when things got so ugly that it spilled into lease negotiations. When Oakland played hardball, then MLB Commissioner Bud Selig stepped in with his favorite move, the relocation threat card. The city of Oakland blinked first, but the damage was done. The relationship between the city and the team was as fractured as ever. The irony here is that the A's stuck around longer than both the Raiders and Warriors, not because of some unshakable bond with Oakland, but because they didn't have anywhere else to go. If not for territorial rights held by the San Francisco Giants, the A's would have likely bolted for San Jose years ago. Fremont, Alameda County, those flirtations never amounted to much either. So here we are, looking at a team that stayed not out of love or loyalty, but out of necessity. It's like being the last guest at a party because you don't have a cab fare to get home. Not exactly a romantic notion. The truth is harsh, but undeniable. The A's were never Oakland's top priority. They were always playing second or third fiddle to flashier teams with bigger followings or more immediate political clout. And now, they are gone, like their predecessors. For me, it feels less like heartbreak and more like a long overdue breakup. The A's didn't want to stay, and Oakland didn't do everything it could to keep them. Both statements are true. The A's checked out the moment Vegas became viable, and Oakland's leadership never crafted a compelling enough case to make staying worthwhile. So let's stop pretending this was some great love story gone wrong. The A's tenure in Oakland was marked by neglect, half measures, and missed opportunities on both sides. If anything, their departure should serve as a cautionary tale about what happens when you treat someone or something as an afterthought for decades. Oakland may have lost its last professional sports team, but let's be real. They lost the A's long before the moving trucks ever showed up. Thanks for tuning in today to Locked On A's. Make sure you subscribe and follow Locked On A's so you get all the latest episodes. You can find Locked On A's on X, Instagram, and TikTok, all at Locked On A's. If you need a last-minute holiday gift or someone keeps asking you what you want, make it easy. Ask for the Everydayer Club, ad-free episodes of this show, exclusive Discord server access, and more. Subscriptions can be gifted through lockedona's.supercast.com. For those of you on video, we send you to the first ever 24/7 national Locked On Podcast Network YouTube channel. On audio, make sure you make your second listen Locked On MLB.